Good morning from day number 5 of our excellent adventure. Today, Grand Cayman. Today we're going on an excursion we bought through the ship. We have a good deal on them, so we went ahead and booked it through the ship. And today is windy. Curious to see if we're going to make it in with all this wind. Because at times the Cayman could be kind of tricky. If there's a high wind, they may cancel docking or tendering in to the port. So we will see in about an hour, hour and a half if we're going to be able to get in. But you can see off way in the distance is Grand Cayman. We're still off the coast right now, but waiting to come in. So we're going to walk around and show you a little bit around the ship. Right now it is about, I would say, high 60s, low 70s as far as temperature. So a little cool right now with all the wind. But it's going to warm up quickly as soon as these clouds lift up. Hopefully we don't get rain today.
And if you're wondering where Grand Cayman is, it's a tiny speck of land just below Cuba. Blink your eye a little bit and you're just past it, but it's a small spot of land way out in the middle of nowhere. And Grand Cayman is known for some of the clearest water in the world. So by all means, get off the ship if you can. It's a tender port, so we're going to have to take a small boat in, but that's a small price to pay. Do something that shows you the water, because here it's beautiful. Just about every time that I've did Stingray City. It's a little bay out in the middle of of Grand Cayman where stingrays come up, and you can pet and feed the stingrays. You would think it's pretty dangerous, like I say, Steve Irwin died from a stingray, but these are fairly tame. They're used to being fed, and they don't want to end their feeding party. One of the other things that we're going to do whenever we're on the island is go to Hell. There's a town called Hell where you could send yourself a postcard, and also visit a turtle farm.
And today the flags are flying full out. If you ever wondered what the flags are for, it's on the top of the ship. The one you see all the way to the left, the red with the circle in it, is a Carnival Corporation flag. The yellow flag right next to it means the ship has not been cleared through customs, so it's in quarantine. The flag all the way at the top is the registration country of the ship. In this case, Panama. So that's a Panamanian flag. And the flag right below that is the Grand Cayman flag, waiting for the pilot to come on to bring us into the port. So we're still waiting for him, but they have the flag flying in anticipation of him coming aboard. And it seems we're not alone in anticipation of going ashore. I see another ship falling in right behind us. Looks like they're waiting for their pilot also. So we're going to see who's first. Maybe us, maybe them. I'm not sure what ship line that is. Don't recognize that. But fairly good sized ship. So one in our group has a wheelchair. As you can see, they have a small ramp to come out here. So wheelchairs are able to go, I suppose, if the seas are okay. So we'll see. They're still packing the boat up, but if you scan over this way, you can see the size of the boat. That's a two-story boat, pretty much the same size as this one. So we'll have a captain driving this one shortly. And you see how small that the tenders are compared. The tender boat is a big boat. That's 2 stories, but nothing compared to the ship. So today's bus is a whole lot better than yesterday's bus. We aren't jammed in like sardines. It's a packed bus, but not as much as yesterday. We have some extra seats available on the inside.
To give you a little bit of history on the Cayman Islands, they drive on the wrong side of the road. And the islands are named after the Caymans, like an alligator or a crocodile. That's what the islands are named after, the Cayman. And Here on the Cayman Islands, there used to be more banks than people. The first time I ever came here was probably 35 years ago, and at the time there was more banks than people because, well, at one time there was a shipwreck off the coast and the Cayman residents rescued British royalty that was on the ship. From that day forward, the British government determined that the Cayman citizens pay no British taxes. And this area became a big drug laundering area at one time. But that loophole has since been closed, so the number of banks is slowly going down.
And this is 7 Mile Beach on the Grand Cayman. Do a little spin around so you can kind of see a little bit of what all is out here. See off in the distance the cruise ships right behind me. Have a couple of them in today. I saw a third one earlier, but don't know where it went. So, all the way around is beaches. Let's say the strip here is called 7 Mile Beach. And our little tour bus is further back up. 7 Mile Beach. As the sign says, welcome to hell. And we could say today that we've been to hell and back. And here's the devil himself. We'll look right through his horns over at hell.
And while there are many stories how that hell got its name, probably the best one is it's a tourist gimmick, and a genius one at that. Go to the gift shop. Everything has gone to hell.
It's nice that hell has a convenience store. You get all your little snacks here.
Good morning, good morning.
Satan himself works the checkout line. He's on the picture outside.
$13. $10? $13. Okay.
And this is what all is inside the little store. All your hell-related merchandise. And it's not a trip to hell without putting your face where the devil goes. Ask any pirate who's the best of them all, they'll always say this guy. Odd name for a rum. And they are also giving out samples. This is the Tortuga Rum Factory, or Rum Cake Factory / souvenir stand. This is the Caribbean. So all around here, lots of coral around, things like that. Don't see any fish. There's a piece of trash over there. You can pick up the piece of trash. And something you don't see very often, this is fan coral. See that floating along the bottom, drifting with the current. But a dead piece of fan coral washed up on the beach. And somebody is out in the brake line. She don't realize she is about to get soaked. One good wave, and she will be either falling down or soaking wet. And here comes the wave. Nah, didn't quite make her. Didn't quite make her.
And after the Rum Cake Factory, it's off to our next stop, the Grand Cayman Turtle Center.
And this is the Cayman Turtle Center. It's hard to see them with all the reflections, but they are big. These probably weigh 300 pounds maybe. We're putting our hand out. We're standing over here. They apparently think we're going to feed them. They're looking at us. But there are a bunch of them out here. And the turtles wrap around. This side, turtles. The other side going around. There's turtles all the way around in this big lagoon.
Video too of them swimming around.
So there's probably maybe close to 100 turtles in here probably, because I see them, they're 3 deep in some spots.
And this is Smiley, the giant caiman, which is of course where that the Grand Caymans gets its name from. This animal looks a whole lot like a crocodile or an alligator, but this is a giant caiman.
So we put on some sanitizer, that way we can touch a turtle. And they are swimming all around us here. Some people touching them, some people not so much. It's just up to the turtle if he wants to come over here or not. Almost touched him. He was a little too far out. Yeah, that one's a good one to touch. He's friendly.
Sweet.
I think he likes being touched.
Yeah, that's when that guy was petting him. Oh, look. That feels good. Somebody else likes their head scratched.
Yep, here comes another one.
There are a few rules at the turtles, but I don't see why that they have to write. Kissing them on the lips is not allowed.
And they also have sharks back over here. A few little tarpons swimming around. Don't see how many sharks they have. Maybe a croc over there in the corner. But all kinds of little wildlife viewing. And if you come over on this side,
I want to see the sharks.
you could see people swimming with turtles. So a few little turtles over on this side also. Nice little lagoon with a restaurant. So a lot of stuff to look at. And this is the ocean leading up to the sandbar. I'll show you on the Google Maps pretty much where this sandbar is. But you can tell by all the boats that are out there, the sandbar's right in front of us. We're gonna go pick up the stingrays, feed them, take a picture with them. So we're gonna have to see how that works out for some folks. We may buy the pictures, not sure yet.
And this is the Cayman Islands. And where that our tour is to see the stingrays is right in the middle of this big bay, in the middle of Grand Cayman. You can see if you take between the two islands, right in this area, almost dead center, is where that the stingrays are. And here, there's no boats out there right now. I don't know why, but usually there's a ton of boats out here. Another place that you'll see that they bring a lot of snorkeling trips to is over here, Starfish Point. This is another exciting place to go to and see starfish in the water. This is another good snorkel spot.
And now you can start to see the stingrays come in view, but we're looking directly in the sun. There's a whole lot of boats here feeding stingrays. So the stingrays, they probably like it. Here they get free food. So they said they're going to pick up one stingray. Everybody will get a picture with the one stingray. So they told us how to hold it and how to feed it. That way it doesn't get scared and run off. Now we're seeing a lot more stingrays by where the people are. So a good many over there. I can't go in the water with this camera, but we'll have to see what all that we can do later on. Maybe I can come out and take a few more pictures. But this may be all I can get with this camera. One of these days, I'm gonna have to get an underwater camera.
And on this trip, awesome memories were made with the whole family.
Feet up on the dash and the calling open road. Road trip classics on the radio. tired of mine. There's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go.
And in case you're wondering if the barbs are in these stingrays, yes they are.
Can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you.
And the stingrays are still swimming around everywhere out here. But you can see how clear the water is. It's crystal clear water. And they are feeding them further in the back. You can see all the people still back there. We have about 5 more minutes till time to go. And I'm pretty certain that as soon as we pick up the goat, the stingrays will disappear. Here's another one right where that the rope enters into the water. One more over there. There's one real close right here. So we are back at the port. So it is approximately 1:05. So not sure where that falls on the schedule at, but we were about 45 minutes late leaving.
Ship time is the last shuttle.
So we got plenty of time to go shop around and look at things
108.
on the
Ship time.
on land before we have to go back to the ship.
And today's excursion, well, that's how memories are made. An excellent day in Grand Cayman, but it's dinner time. And tonight is formal night. Tonight's our second formal night on this trip. So the dinner is a little bit better than normal, you would say. And I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. Tonight, Cheryl's appetizer is corn chowder. And I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have the shrimp fettuccine and also my usual Caesar salad, minus one bite where I forgot to take the picture, and the lobster tails. And Cheryl has the prime rib, but don't worry, I always know she's not going to eat all of it, so I'm getting some of it. And for dessert, Cheryl has the panna cotta, and I have my typical cream brulee. And if you do it right, you could scoop off all the sugar. No sugar for me. And we're on the fun ships, so it has to be a little bit of after dinner singing.
Louder. Come on out. We're rolling on the river. Well, guess what? I've been a lot of places in Memphis.
And after all of today's activities, well, we're kind of burnt out. So tonight, we're just turning in for bed. Because tomorrow, we'll be in Mexico. And hopefully you've liked today's video. And if so, hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.